Hi Capricorn, welcome to your week ahead tarot scope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. Whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Cappy, this is for you, and I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have the Star card. The Star card has been very active this week, as has the Strength card. And there was another one as well, but I can't remember which one. So it's going to be an interesting week for all of us, for sure. But that being said, the Star card offers hope. And a lot of the time, whenever this card shows up, it suggests that the challenges are over, or at least they are coming to a reprieve for this moment in time. So this is a week where you can rest easy, where you can breathe a little clearer. It's also a moment at which you should pay attention to the things that show up for you this week, because they're likely to be giving you a hint, a tip, or a glimpse of how things are going to shape up for you from here on in. The Star card is that moment where you get to kind of see what else is going on here. What else, what are the results going to be from what it is that I'm working on or towards at this moment in time. For your, if you are a continued subby, you know Raffi loves you. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button. For your actions and options, you've got the Four of Swords. So this is a week where you truly get to take a rest. This is definitely a week for self-care. Not because there's awful things going on, but you know, usually we only ever do the self-care once everything's kind of hit the fan, and then we're like, okay, maybe I just need to take a break, right? This is a week where actually you get to take a break while things are good. Enjoy them as such. Enjoy this slowdown. Enjoy this moment where you're taking a break or taking a rest. And I often say that to people with the Four of Swords, because what tends to happen is this card will show up and its usual message is take the rest now, because later on things are going to get really busy for you. So this is a time to rest, recuperate, have fun. Maybe for some of you as well, this is a time to reconnect with people, or at least rebuild friendships or connections that have come to a close. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Five of Wands. Nice. So with the Star card, the Five of Wands to me takes on kind of like a, you know, kind of like a more creative energy, because the Star card is lightening it. And the Five of Wands, yes, it can be conflict and challenges and all the rest of it, but it can also be camaraderie, especially with the Star card. This can be like, you know, like you've got that one friend that like they push you to get the most out of yourself, or like it's like that healthy competition where actually it's fun and it's a joke, and it's like, you know, they tease you about, well, you know, you're still lagging behind, and it like, although it's like a, you know, a little dig that's coming from a loving place, it does force you in a way to kind of level up. This is almost like the connections that you have on, certainly on the familial, the friendship ties. So on that like platonic level, you are being pushed or goaded in the best kind of way. And because it is the Five of Wands, for those of you that are studying, I would say this is a great week to look at your peers and ask yourself, what like if you can see another student on your course and you look at them and you think, you know what is it that they do that I don't? Like they just seem to have that ... This would be a time to ask them, because people are going to be more acquiesceable to you. People are likely to actually say to you, you know what, this is what I do. This is the way that I do it. And then you can take that and adapt it, you know, for yourself. If that, or if it doesn't work for you, you can say, actually, maybe that's why that doesn't work for me. This could be, there's just a lot more support here, I think, through communications this week, especially for those of you that are studying. For those of you that are, oh, come on, brain, employed by somebody else. This is a long, this is a long-term plan. that is being implemented by the place that you work at. And this is the steps to that plan that are starting to be implemented now, of which you are likely to be an integral part. It wouldn't surprise me if a new project is announced this week, and as it is, you are called on to either serve or to show up in a certain way. And I actually think that could be great. And I think in the long run as well, when you really start to see things move, this could be something you end up being very proud of. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, I like it. Because again, there's that whole spirit of competition. This could be you introducing some form of competition to your company. If you have employees under you, this would be a time where you're maybe handing out an incentive. It's like something that you're doing lights a fire under the tushy of the people that you work with. If you don't have any employees and you're a one-man band, sort of like myself, this would be a really good week to start thinking about who are your collaborators, who are the people that you can connect with. This is a week where people might be showing up. It could be a week where people are coming back into the fold in some way as well. Very possible. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, I think this is you building a much more solid network that's actually based on people that resonate with the things that you want from your life at this stage of life. For your love and relations, you've got the Two of Pentacles. For those of you that are single, I'm gonna say this could be really, really nice. And I like this because if you're meeting someone this week, it's potentially online. For those of you that are into dancing or, martial arts even, or some kind of sports, or, anything like that. This could be a week where you're meeting someone or connecting with someone. And here's where this gets interesting. This may be somebody that's been going to this thing, this hobby, this club, this whatever for quite some time that you've never run into up until now. And it might be one of those moments where it's like, there's no way, like I've been coming here for X amounts of time or X amounts of years. How come I've never seen you? This could be because either one of you's had an injury, and so you've always kind of missed each other, or you take like a different class. There's something that shifts this week and it creates the right conditions for you. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, I actually think this could be a moment where you and a partner are turning a corner on something that you've not been able to agree on up until now, which could be great. And then when it comes to your money and materials, you've got the King of Pentacles. All right, so in a sense, you show up in your own, certainly in your own money and material sphere. I like this card for promotions. I like it for getting the most out of what you do for work. I even really like it with the Five of Wands, because it's like this is something this week pushes you to achieve more. And you guys are Capricorn, so you're already high achievers. Like, how much more do you want? Leave some for the rest of us, right? But there's something here that it's like it's pushing you, and you can see the long-term result of it, and like I said, you're getting a glimpse. So this could be that you're like, whatever boost to the finances shows up this week, it's likely to be around for some time, and it's probably going to lay the foundations for you creating sort of much bigger wealth for yourself moving forward. This could be a very instrumental week, and it might not happen in big, bold sort of ways. So if you're looking for fireworks and soft slow motion and all the rest of it, it's probably not going to be that, but it is an instrumental week nonetheless. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this card for me always speaks to this. So the neck, the throat, the thyroid, the lower part of the jaw, the voice even. Oh yeah, we need to talk about that with the Four of Swords. In the actions and options. If you work with your voice in any way, this would be a really good week to make sure you're doing those exercises, make sure you're drinking that drink with honey and all the things that soothe and look after the throat. For your home and environment, the King of Pentacles is actually nice for the home and environment. It does suggest for some of you this could be a week where you're deciding, right, this is it, I'm going to go in for buying the house. For some of you, this could be a time, especially if you're planning to build a house, this could be where you're reaching out to architects, where you're working with people to to start creating the foundations of what it's going to take to make that materialize. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. It looks like you will. Take care, and I'll see you soon.